Kelsey Plum formally declares that she has joined the Indiana Fever. The Indiana Fever have welcomed Kelsey Plum after a big acquisition. You did really read accurately, following Seta Sabali's departure from Dallas. Plum made the best choice of her career when she decided to join the Indiana Fever. The WNBA seems to be a whole is going through a moment of life decisions. Why?
Going on in their locker room, like, this Aces team is falling apart. This is not a coach that I would want to play.
It's obvious who will dominate the 2025 season because everyone wants to play with Caitlin CLK, and players are currently pursuing glory with Clark instead of just victories.
I have it every year. It's not the way this works. You don't get to flip a switch. It's the beautiful thing about sports, actually. The work and the commitment and the buy-in and the play hard and the want to and the will always show up.
Let's face it, Plum isn't your average player, which is why she chose to sign with Indiana. She has won 2 WNBA titles, a proven game changer, and a 3-time All-Star, with Sabali and Clark forming a strong trifecta. The league is about to be severely upended by the Fever.
But the 2-time defending champs, looking very much like it as Kelsey Plum held out her hand for Clark to shake, and Clark plainly just backed away.
Having dependable teammates is beneficial when you have players, even though Caitlin doesn't need a backup, like Chendi Carter, AIA Wilson, and Angel Reese standing up for you.
Get better. We have to really take a sharp look at ourselves, look ourselves in the mirror, see our shortcomings, and then, you got to make the moves necessary, whatever that means, to put the best product that we possibly can. It's not going to be the same group probably next year. It just won't. And I'm sad about that because I really like that group. They're a pain in my ass, but I was a pain in their ass.
Plum is the cornerstone of the Las Vegas Aces, a squad that has won championships due to. She is currently the focal point of trade talks, with an average of 17.8 points per game. She has been leading the Aces in 2024 and making defenses appear amateurish. Her relocation from Vegas to Indiana is more than merely a trade, is a shift in the power dynamics.
A lot of smack last year. I'm sure they heard it, and they got to smack us this year. So, for us, we will have.
Leading the way is rookie star Caitlin Clark, who is already dominating the league. It would be like adding rocket gasoline to an already burning inferno if Plum joined the team. Defenses would be terrified if Clark and Plum shared a backcourt, but let's not sugarcoat it. Although this action could raise, losing Plum would be like tearing the foundation out from under serious contenders. A skyscraper. I wish you success on it.
A lot of things. Like, it's not really about me. And she knows how her privilege has gotten her to that point. And also, like, she's good at basketball, awesome. But, like, she understands her privilege and, like, what pushes her over the top, in a sense. It reminds me a lot of you.
Before you ask, didn't the Aces use their dazzling $249 to $250 Supermax to lock Plum down? Agreement. Indeed, they did designate her as a key actor and all of that, which seems firm and definitive. However, bear in mind that the WNBA works contracts in this league are more akin to flexible guidelines than handcuffs. A sign-and-trade agreement might occur more quickly than Plum's sinks of 3, and believe me when I tell that Vegas will need to think about whether it's worth sacrificing their future flexibility to keep Plum.
From dominating the league, winning back-to-back championships, literally having teams craft their roster in order to beat the Aces, is now the team that did not live up to expectations this year, and is a team that's one by one falling apart in front of our own.
The NBA's newest expansion team, the Golden State Valkyries, are effectively yelling, "Hey Kelsey, recall your roots in California." This is the intriguing twist. Plum was coached in Vegas by their head coach, Natalie Nakas. The Valkyries are similar to that new student at school that walks up with the coolest stuff and already knows everyone. But even while the Valkyries might be alluring, the rising Fevers and Caitlin Clark's unbelievable fame make Indiana equally fascinating.
Chicago
as we just said, has Tyler Marsh as their head coach. He was also an assistant for the Las Vegas Aces. So that's caused a lot of back and forth because they've had two now assistant coaches leave. Natalie Nakase is now the head coach of the...
In terms of statistics, Plum is a beast. Last season, she shot 36.8% from outside the arc, which was nice. But let's talk about that postseason. Matched with a Liberty to performance like 6 points and 2, 4, and shooting makes you question whether it was an anomaly. A hard day, or if Plum needs a change of scenery to feel better, teams are circling like sharks anyway. Because teams that enter the tournament and players like Plum don't just appear out of thin air.
Seemed like A'ja Wilson was diminishing the accomplishments of players like Kelsey Plum and Paige Beckers and someone who is her teammate. It felt like she was giving Kelsey Plum a backhanded compliment. And a lot of people, Aces fans, WNBA fans, Kelsey Plum fans, across the board really had a problem with this video, and it really left a sour taste.
Let's focus on the Fever now, as their predicament is just as hot as Kelsey Mitchell's for Indiana. She averaged 19 points a game and shot more than 40% from 3 since 2018, and her 2026 season was a chef's kiss. Despite the terrible loss of her father last year, she overcame it to lead this team and guide younger players such. The Fever signed Caitlin Clark to a $618,000 contract extension without hesitation, demonstrating that she is our franchise player. However, what happens if Plum joins the team? Does Mitchell take a back seat? Do they share the limelight? Or does the team collapse under? Messi is so fascinating to watch, but the weight of too many stars is like trying to put two queens on one throne. Let's talk about it. Clark rewrote the WNBA's single-season record after smashing them like they were made of glass. Assist record, shattering a record that had stood since 1998 with an astounding 337 dimes. Oh, and how about becoming the only rookie in league history to record more than one triple-double? She is not merely playing, she did that as well. She's redefining what a rookie season can do. The worst part, though, is her influence. Surpasses the individual recognition since 2016. The Fever has not hinted at the postseason, but under Clark's leadership, their ticket was punched. That's what generational talent looks like. She brightens the team as a whole, not just herself. This is where things get juicy. The Las Vegas Aces are falling like a sandcastle during high tide, while the Fever is growing.
He's been pissed off for the last 8 months, and my players are in commercials and this and that and being freaking celebrities. And
once the unchallenged dominant club in the WNBA, the Aces are currently in turmoil. Their defeat by the new York Liberty was already awful. They lost about 7 points in their offensive rating. However, the drama off the court is even worse since head coach Becky Hammond was left in charge after general manager Natalie Williams and important assistants resigned, attempting desperately to tidy up the mess.
Back championships and a deep playoff run this season, the Las Vegas Aces have fired general manager Natalie.
According to reports, players like Tiffany Hayes are doubting the team's ethos and direction as AJA. Wilson makes an effort to maintain order. The feeling of a dynasty has long since faded.
I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna try to be the best. I get y'all saying best player in the world. That's great. It looks great. But I want to be the best person. I want to be the best teammate, because that's how I get the best out of my...
In addition, Kelsey Plum's poor playoff performance, 6 points on 2 shots in a pivotal game. We're not used to seeing Plums like that. Everyone has a rough night, of course, especially when your squad is falling apart. With rumors that Plum may be leaving, performances like that don't exactly inspire confidence these days. The Aces are facing a severe identity problem. If she departs, they're not only losing a crucial scorer, means they are losing a pillar of what made their rebuilding so successful. Good luck. Meanwhile, the Fever is licking their chops with rising Aaliyah Boston and Clark Mitchell back in Indiana. Plum is already on the brink of something extraordinary, and if she travels to Indiana, the Fever might blow the roof off the WNBA. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, though, so let's be honest, IT poses important questions. How can you add another alpha scorer without upsetting the delicate balance to their achievement? Is it possible for Mitchell and Plum to share the limelight without stomping on each other's toes? This is a high-risk, high-reward situation. However, if it is successful, the Fever won't go away. They'll be contenders for the playoffs. The WNBA's title favorites, the previously unbeatable Aces, are changing in ways we haven't seen before. Are currently on the verge of collapse as the Fever is rising to levels not seen in almost 10 years, and at the Caitlin Clark, a rookie who is already performing like an MVP regardless of whether the Fever adds Plum or stays with Air. The league's power dynamics are shifting, but one thing is certain. This club is here to stay. And you're losing out on one of the most thrilling plots in years, if you're not paying attention. The Fever is just getting started, but the Aces may be waning, and believe me, this is just the start at the day's end. This goes beyond a single player or squad. It concerns the WNBA's shifting power dynamics immediately before, too.